The sky was dark. Thick black smoke covered the stars. Broken ships burned on the ground. Red and blue lights flashed in the distance. This was once a great alien palace. Now it was only ruins. Metal walls were broken. Crystal towers had fallen. Fire moved slowly like angry snakes. In the middle of this destruction, someone was still alive. She lay near a broken pillar. The alien queen. Her silver armor was cracked. Her royal crown was bent. Dark purple blood flowed from her side. She was breathing. Slowly. Painfully. Every breath felt like fire inside her chest. Her army was gone. Her guards were dead. Her friends had disappeared. She was alone. For the first time in her life, the great queen of Zoreth was helpless. Far away, a human soldier walked carefully through the ruins. His name was Ethan Cole. He was 26 years old. A simple soldier. Not a hero. Not a leader. Just someone who followed orders. His helmet was broken. His uniform was burned. His gun had only 2 bullets left. He was tired. Very tired. The battle had lasted all night. Explosions. Screams. Laser fire. He had seen many friends fall. Now, the war was over. Or so he thought. Ethan moved slowly, checking every corner. Enemy traps were common in alien wars. One wrong step could mean death. Crunch. A small piece of metal broke under his boot. He froze. His heart jumped. He raised his gun. Nothing moved. Only smoke and fire. He took a deep breath. Stay calm, he whispered to himself. Then, he heard it. A soft sound. A weak breath. Someone was nearby. Ethan turned his head. Behind a broken wall, he saw a shadow. At first, he thought it was a dead body. Then it moved. Very slowly. His eyes widened. Someone was alive. He walked closer. Each step felt heavy. When he reached the broken pillar, he stopped. His hands began to shake. Lying on the ground was not a soldier. Not a civilian. Not a prisoner. It was her. The alien queen. He recognized her at once. Every human soldier knew her face. She was on posters. On screens. In war reports. Queen Lyra of Zoreth. The most powerful ruler in the galaxy. A woman who commanded millions. A woman who never lost. Until today. Now she was bleeding. Broken. Weak. Her glowing blue eyes slowly opened. They looked at Ethan. At first, there was anger. Then fear. Then something else. Hope. Her lips moved. No sound came out. She tried again. This time, a whisper escaped. Please. Ethan stepped back. His mind screamed. Enemy. Target. Kill her. That was his mission. If he killed her now, the war would truly end. He could become a hero. A legend. One shot. One bullet. Everything would change. His finger touched the trigger. The gun felt heavy. But he did not shoot. Because he saw her wound. A deep cut on her side. Burned flesh. Broken armor. She was dying. She was not a threat. She was a dying woman. Not a monster. Not a queen. Just someone in pain. Please, she whispered again. Don't leave. Her voice was weak. Like falling leaves. Ethan's heart beat faster. Why was she asking him? A human. Her enemy. Why not her soldiers? Why not her guards? Where were they? He looked around. Nothing. No ships. No troops. Only ruins. Only death. She was truly alone. Ethan lowered his gun. His training shouted at him. This is wrong. She is the enemy. But another voice spoke louder. She is helpless. She is bleeding. She is afraid. He knelt beside her. Slowly. Carefully. She watched him. Ready for betrayal. Ready for pain. But it did not come. Instead, he took out a small medical kit from his bag. Every soldier carried one. For emergencies. For friends. Not for enemies. His hands moved quickly. He opened the kit. Clean cloth. Healing spray. Bandages. He sprayed her wound. She cried out softly. Pain shot through her body. I'm sorry, Ethan said. He did not know why he apologized. She did not understand his language. Or maybe she did. Her eyes stayed on his face, searching, trying to read his heart. He pressed the cloth on her wound. The bleeding slowed, not stopped, but slower. Better than nothing. You will live, he said quietly. Just stay awake. She did not answer. Her eyes closed, then opened again. Why? She whispered in broken English. Why help me? Ethan froze. She spoke English. Not perfect, but clear. I don't know, he replied honestly. I just couldn't walk away. For a moment, they stayed silent. Fire cracked in the distance. Metal collapsed. The war was still alive somewhere. But here, time stopped. She studied him. A human soldier, she said slowly, saving his enemy. A weak smile touched her lips. Strange fate. Ethan felt uncomfortable. I'm not a hero, he said. I'm just tired of killing. Her eyes softened. Then you are different, she replied. Suddenly, a loud sound broke the silence. Boom. A ship engine roared in the sky. Ethan looked up. Search drones. Enemy drones. Black metal bodies. Red scanning lights. They were searching for survivors. For her. They are coming, Ethan said. Fear filled his voice. If they found her, she would die. If they found him with her, he would die too. Both sides would kill him. Can you move? He asked. She tried. Her body shook. She cried out. No, she whispered. I'm too weak. Ethan clenched his jaw. There was no time. He looked around. A broken tunnel entrance lay nearby, half covered with stones. Dark. Hidden. Hold on, he said. Before she could reply, he slid his arm under her shoulders. She was lighter than he expected. Too light, like someone who had lost too much blood. He lifted her carefully. Pain crossed her face. But she did not scream. She trusted him. That thought shocked Ethan. Why did she trust him? They moved slowly. Every step was dangerous. The drones flew closer. Red lights scanned the ground. Beep, beep. Ethan held his breath. He reached the tunnel, slipped inside. Darkness swallowed them. The drones passed overhead. After long seconds, the sounds faded. Silence returned. Ethan leaned against the wall, breathing hard. Sweat ran down his face. They were safe. For now. He looked at her. She was pale, her eyes half closed. Stay with me, he said. Don't sleep. She smiled weakly. You saved me, she whispered. For now, he replied. She reached out. Her hand touched his arm. Warm. Gentle. Human, she said. If I die, oh, promise me something. His heart skipped. Don't talk like that, he said. You will live. She shook her head. Promise. He swallowed. I promise, he said. Tell me. Her eyes shone. With pain. With hope. With secrets. Protect my empire. Stop the traitor. The one who betrayed me. Ethan felt cold. A traitor, he asked. Yes, she whispered. Someone close. Her voice faded. She closed her eyes. Ethan held her hand. No, he said softly. Don't leave now. Not yet. Not when everything was just beginning. Outside, the war had ended. But for Ethan and the fallen queen, a new battle had just begun. The tunnel was cold. Dark water dropped slowly from the broken ceiling. Each drop made a soft sound. Drip, drip, drip. Ethan sat against the metal wall. His back hurt. His legs felt weak. But he did not move. In his arms, Queen Lyra lay quietly. Her breathing was slow. Too slow. Her skin had lost its blue glow. It looked pale and dull. That scared him. He placed 2 fingers near her neck. A weak pulse. Still alive. Good, he whispered. He opened his bag again. Only a few things were left. 1 energy drink. 1 pain pill. Half bandage roll. Not enough. Not for a queen. Not even for a normal soldier. He looked at her wound. The cloth was wet again. Blood was coming back. Damn, he murmured. He removed the old cloth carefully. She moved slightly. A small painful sound escaped her lips. I'm sorry, he said softly. He cleaned the wound again. Used the last healing spray. Then, he pressed a fresh bandage tightly. Please work, he whispered. Minutes passed. Nothing happened. Then, the bleeding slowed. Ethan released a long breath. He leaned back. His hands were shaking. He had fought monsters. He had faced bombs. But this, saving a dying queen, this was the hardest thing he had ever done. Lyra slowly opened her eyes. Dim light reflected in them. Still here, she whispered. Yes, Ethan replied. I'm not going anywhere. She looked surprised. Why? She asked. You owe me nothing. He thought for a moment, then said, maybe I owe myself. She did not understand, but she did not ask. Silence returned. Only their breathing filled the tunnel. After some time, she spoke again. Ethan, she said. He froze. How do you know my name? He asked. She smiled weakly. I heard your radio, she replied. Before the battle ended. Oh, he said. That made sense. You're brave, she said. He shook his head. No. I'm scared. She looked at him. Brave people are always scared, she replied. That answer surprised him. He had never thought like that. Suddenly, distant footsteps echoed. Metal boots. Heavy. Many. Ethan grabbed his gun. Only 2 bullets. 2 chances. He listened carefully. Voices. Alien language. Search team. They are close, he whispered. Lyra's eyes widened. If they find me, she said, they will finish what they started. Not if I stop them, Ethan replied. How? She asked. You are alone. He looked at the tunnel map on his wrist screen. Old mining tunnels. Twisting paths. Collapsed areas. I know these tunnels, he said. Humans built them long ago. You planned this? She asked. No, he smiled. I'm just lucky. He helped her sit up. Can you walk? He asked. She tried. Slowly. Pain crossed her face. But she stood. Barely. I can try, she said. That's enough, he replied. They began to move. Step by step. Slow. Silent. Ethan supported her weight. She leaned on him, trusting him. Every few seconds he stopped to listen. Footsteps. Closer now. They turned left. Then right. Then down. A narrow tunnel. Water up to their ankles. Cold. Dangerous. Lyra slipped. Ethan caught her. I've got you, he said. Don't let go, she replied. I won't, he promised. Suddenly, a red light flashed behind them. A drone entered the tunnel. Small. Fast. Deadly. Run, Ethan whispered. They ran. As fast as they could. The drone fired. Blue energy hit the wall. Explosion. Rocks fell. The tunnel shook. Ethan pushed Lyra forward. Go, he shouted. She stumbled. He turned. Raised his gun. Bang. 1 bullet. The drone exploded. Metal parts flew. But the noise, it was loud. Too loud. More voices. More footsteps. They know, he said. No more hiding. They reached a large underground hall. Old machines. Broken trains. Rust everywhere. A dead place. Or so it seemed. Wait, Ethan said. He ran to a control panel. Pressed random buttons. Nothing. Then, lights turned on. Old defense system. Turrets. Laser guns on walls. Lyra stared. You can control this? She asked. I hope so, he replied. The enemies entered. 6 soldiers. Armored. Weapons ready. They saw them. Target found, one shouted. Turrets activated. Red beams fired. Chaos. Explosions. Screams. Ethan pulled Lyra behind a metal cart. They hid. Lasers crossed the air. After seconds. Silence. Smoke filled the hall. All enemies were down. Ethan looked around. We did it, he whispered. Lyra smiled. You are dangerous, she said. He laughed softly. Only when I'm scared. They rested, both breathing hard. After a while, Lyra spoke. Ethan, I must tell you something. He looked at her. About the traitor, she continued. He is not just a soldier. He is my advisor. Ethan frowned. Your right-hand man? He asked. Yes, she replied. Lord Varric. He planned everything. The attack. The trap. My fall. Why? Ethan asked. Power, she said. He wanted my throne. He wanted to rule alone. Ethan felt anger. That's sick, he said. She looked down. I trusted him like family. Tears formed in her eyes. He placed his hand on her shoulder. His time will come, he said. I promise. She looked at him. Why would you risk your life for my revenge? She asked. He thought. I'm not doing it for revenge, he said. I'm doing it because it's right. She nodded slowly. At that moment, his radio beeped. Human channel. Soldier Ethan Cole. Respond. His heart jumped. His army. They are calling you, Lyra said. Yes, he replied. If he answered, they would find him. They would take her. Or kill her. He hesitated. Then turned off the radio. I choose you, he said quietly. Lyra stared. You choose an alien queen over your own army? Yes, he replied. Because right now you need me more. Silence filled the hall. Then she whispered. Then from this moment, you are no longer my enemy. You are my protector. Ethan did not know what to say. Outside, distant engines roared. The traitor was moving, and the real war was just beginning. The underground hall was quiet again. Smoke slowly faded. Broken metal lay everywhere. The smell of burned wires filled the air. Ethan and Queen Lyra sat near an old machine. Both were tired. Both were silent. For many minutes, neither spoke. Lyra closed her eyes. Her breathing became slow. Ethan watched her carefully. Don't fall asleep, he whispered. She opened her eyes again. I'm trying, she replied. He gave her the last energy drink. Small sips, he said. She nodded and drank slowly. Color returned to her face. Just a little. Enough to keep her alive. Thank you, she said. You keep saving me. He smiled weakly. I'm running out of tricks. She looked around. This place was built by humans, she asked. Yes, he replied. Long ago. Before this war. Before hate, she said softly. He nodded. Before everything broke. Silence returned. Then Lyra spoke again. Ethan, you deserve to know the truth. He looked at her. The truth about what? He asked. About my throne, she replied. About why Varric betrayed me. He leaned closer. I'm listening. She took a deep breath. Our empire is not ruled by power alone, she began. It is ruled by something older. Something alive. Ethan frowned. Alive, he repeated. Yes, she said. The heart of Zorath. He blinked. That sounds important. It is everything, she replied. It is a living crystal. It gives energy to our cities. It protects our planets. It chooses our ruler. Chooses, he asked. Yes, she nodded. Only one person in each generation can control it. And that person is the true queen. Ethan felt a chill. So, it chose you? Yes, she said quietly. When I was 16, during the coronation, the crystal touched my hand, and it glowed. The elders fell to their knees. They knew. I was chosen. He listened closely. What happens if someone else tries? He asked. They die, she replied. Or go mad. Because the crystal rejects them. Ethan swallowed. And Varric, he said, wanted that power? Yes, she replied. He tried many times. Secret tests. Illegal rituals. But it never accepted him. He became angry. Obsessed. Then he planned my fall. Ethan clenched his fists. So, he used this war to remove you. Yes, she said. When I was weak, he attacked. He told my guards I was dead. He took control. He blamed humans. That's why this war started. Ethan said slowly. Yes, Lyra replied. A lie created millions of graves. Ethan looked at the ground. My friends, he whispered. They died for a lie. Lyra's eyes filled with tears. I'm sorry, she said. I never wanted this. He looked up. It's not your fault, he replied. It's his. Suddenly, a low sound filled the hall. The ground vibrated. What is that? Ethan asked. Lyra stood slowly. Her eyes widened. The heart, she whispered. Ethan stared. The heart is here? He asked. Yes, she replied. This hall was built around it. What? He said. Why hide it here? Because humans once helped protect it, she explained. Long ago, our species were allies. They helped us hide it from pirates. From kings. From monsters. Ethan felt shocked. No one told us this, he said. History was erased, Lyra replied. By people like Varric. They walked deeper into the hall. Behind broken walls, a hidden door opened slowly. Blue light spilled out. Warm. Soft. Beautiful. Inside, a giant crystal floated in the air. It was alive. It pulsed like a heart. Light moved inside it like blood. Ethan stopped. Wow, he whispered. I've never seen anything like this. Lyra stepped forward. The crystal reacted. It glowed brighter. The air became warm. You're connected, Ethan said. Yes, she replied. It knows me. Suddenly, images filled the air. Holograms. Past memories. Old battles. Old kings. Old humans fighting beside aliens. Ethan saw human flags next to alien banners. We were friends, he whispered. Yes, Lyra said. Before fear destroyed us. Then the images changed. Varric appeared, standing near the crystal, trying to touch it, screaming, falling, rejected. I tried to rule without love, Varric's voice echoed. I will rule with fear. The image vanished. Silence returned. Ethan felt cold. He's insane, he said. He will destroy everything, Lyra replied. That's why I must return. But you're still weak, he said. I don't care, she answered. If he controls the Empire, there will be no future. Suddenly, alarms rang. Red lights flashed. Warning signals. Security breach, a robotic voice said. Unauthorized approach detected. Ethan's eyes widened. He found us, he said. Lyra closed her eyes. I felt it, she whispered. He is close. Footsteps echoed. Heavy. Confident. A voice followed. Calm. Cool. My queen, it said. Did you really think you could hide from me? Ethan raised his gun. One bullet left. One chance. From the shadows, a tall alien walked forward. Black armor. Golden symbols. Cold eyes. Lord Varric. He smiled. I think you human, Varric said. You kept her alive for me. Ethan stepped in front of Lyra. She's not yours, he said. Varric laughed. A weak soldier thinks he can stop destiny. Lyra spoke. You betrayed me, Varric. He bowed slightly. I corrected history, he replied. You were too soft. Too kind. The Empire needs strength, not mercy. And you? Lyra asked. What do you need? Power, he replied simply. The crystal pulsed faster. As if afraid. Ethan felt his heart race. This was it. No escape. No backup. Only him. One bullet. One queen. One destiny. Varric raised his weapon. Goodbye, your majesty, he said. Ethan whispered. Not today. And pulled the trigger. The sound of the gun echoed through the hidden chamber. Blue sparks exploded near Varric's shoulder. The bullet missed his heart by inches. But it hit his armor. The force pushed him back. He stumbled. Not hurt, but angry. Very angry. You dare? Varric roared. His eyes burned like fire. Ethan froze. He had no bullets left. Empty. Useless. Varric raised his weapon. A long black rifle. Energy gathered at its tip. Now you die, Varric said calmly. Before he could fire, the crystal reacted. The heart of Zorith flashed bright white. A powerful wave filled the room. Boom. Everyone was thrown back. Ethan hit the wall. Hard. Pain shot through his body. Lyra rolled across the floor. Varric crashed into metal crates. The lights went out. Darkness. Silence. For 1 second. Then emergency lights turned on. Red. Dim. flickering. Ethan groaned. He forced himself up. His head was spinning. "Lyra," he shouted. "I'm here," her weak voice replied. He rushed to her, helped her stand.
"Can you move?" he asked.
She nodded slowly. Yes, but barely. Varric stood up too.
Slowly.
Like a monster rising. Blood ran from his forehead. But he smiled. "You see," he said, "even the heart rejects you." Lyra shook her head. "No," she replied. "It was protecting us." Varric laughed. "Lies." Suddenly, alarm screamed again. Louder. Faster. Security lockdown activated. The voice announced. All exits closing. Metal doors began to fall.
Bang. Bang. Bang.
"We're trapped," Ethan said. "No," Lyra replied. "Follow me." She grabbed his hand, pulled him toward a side tunnel. Varric shouted, "Stop them." His guards appeared. 6 more, armed. Dangerous. Lasers fired.
Pew. Pew.
Ethan pushed Lyra behind cover. Energy beams hit walls. Sparks flew. "Run when I say," he whispered. "When?" she asked.
Now.
He grabbed a metal pipe. Threw it. It hit a light. Darkness. Smoke. Confusion. "Go," he shouted. They ran. Through narrow halls. Over broken floors. Past old machines. Behind them, footsteps.
Shouts. Gunfire.
Varric was coming.
Fast.
Angry. They reached a broken bridge. A deep pit below. No bottom in sight. "Great," Ethan muttered. The bridge shook. Pieces fell. "We can't cross," Lyra said. "We must," Ethan replied. He looked around. A cable hung from the ceiling.
Thick. Strong. "Hold me," he said.
He tied the cable to his belt. Then to Lyra's arm. "What are you doing?" she asked. "Trust me," he replied.
He jumped.
They swung.
High. Fast.
Wind rushed past. For a moment, they flew. Then,
Crash.
they hit the other side. Rolled. Stopped, breathing hard. Behind them, Varric arrived. He saw the broken bridge. He screamed in rage. "I will hunt you forever," he shouted. Ethan raised his middle finger. "Good luck," he whispered. They kept moving. Upstairs. Downstairs. Left.
Right.
No map. No plan. Only survival. After many minutes, they reached an old exit. Blocked by rocks. "We're stuck," Ethan said. Lyra closed her eyes. She placed her hand on the wall. The crystal's energy flowed through her. The rocks vibrated.
Cracked. Broke.
Boom, light entered. Fresh air. Freedom. They stepped outside. A dead city. Tall ruins. Broken towers. Empty streets. Gray sky. "This was once beautiful," Lyra whispered. "Yes," Ethan replied. Like many things. Suddenly, ships appeared. Enemy fighters. Dozens. They filled the sky. Varric's voice came through speakers. "You cannot escape," he said. "Give her to me. And I might spare you." Ethan laughed. "You're a bad liar," he said. Lyra looked at him. "Why are you still here?" she asked. "You can leave. You can live." He shook his head. "I already chose," he replied. She smiled. Then collapsed. "Lyra," he shouted. He caught her. She was burning. Fever. Blood loss.
Too weak.
"She needs help," he whispered.
Fast. Now. He scanned the area.
Then saw it. An old human base. Hidden under rubble. A Red Cross sign. Medical station. "There," he said. He lifted her.
Ran.
Lasers hit near him. Explosions.
Fire.
But he did not stop. He reached the base.
Kicked the door.
It opened. Inside. Old beds.
Dust.
Broken screens. But some machines still worked. He laid her down. Activated power. Lights turned on. Medical scanner beeped. Critical condition. The screen showed. "No," Ethan whispered. He searched drawers. Found medpacks. Injectors. He worked fast. Cleaning. Injecting. Bandaging. "Stay with me," he said.
Please.
Hours passed. Outside, the war surged. Inside, one man fought death. Finally, the monitor beeped differently. Stable. Breathing improved. Heart strong. Ethan fell to his knees. Tears ran down. "She's alive," he whispered. Lyra slowly opened her eyes. "You're still here," she said. "Always," he replied. She held his hand. "Ethan, yes, if I survive, I will change everything. No more lies. No more wars." He smiled. "I'll hold you to that." Outside, Varric watched from afar. Through drones. His face was dark. "Run," he said softly. "Rest. I will take everything from you." And soon, the final battle would begin. The old medical base was quiet. Only machines made soft sounds. Beep, beep, beep. Dim lights filled the room. Outside, wind moved through broken buildings. Inside, Ethan sat beside Lyra's bed. He had not slept, not even once. His eyes were red. His hands were tired. But he did not move. He kept watching her. Afraid. Afraid she would stop breathing. Afraid he would lose her. After many hours, her fingers moved. Slowly. Very slowly. Ethan noticed. He leaned forward. "Lyra," he whispered. Her eyelids trembled. Then opened. Blue light returned to her eyes.
Weak.
But alive. "Where am I?" she asked softly. "In an old human base," Ethan replied. "You're safe." She looked around. Machines. Screens. Broken walls. "And you?" she asked. "I'm right here," he said. She smiled faintly. "Good." He felt his heart relax. "A little." "You scared me," he said. "I thought I lost you." "I'm sorry," she replied. "I didn't mean to." Silence followed. Then she looked serious. "Ethan, it's time," she said. "Time for what?" he asked. "For the truth," she replied. "All of it." He nodded. "I'm listening." She took a deep breath.
Long. Slow.
"Before I became queen," she began, "I was just a student. A normal girl. I loved books. I loved music. I loved flying small ships." Ethan smiled. "That sounds normal," he said. "Yes," she replied. "But destiny didn't care. The heart chose me. And everything changed. People stopped seeing me. They saw only a crown." She looked at her hands. "I became lonely. Very lonely." Ethan listened quietly. "Varric was there," she continued. "He was my father's friend, my teacher, my protector. I trusted him more than anyone." "What happened?" Ethan asked. She closed her eyes.
"One night," she said.
"He came to me crying. He said the empire was dying. That enemies were everywhere. That I was too weak. He said," she paused. "He said I should give him power. So he could protect me." Ethan frowned. "And you believed him?" "Yes," she replied. "I gave him access to military codes, defense systems, secret routes. Everything. That's how he started," Ethan said. "Yes," she replied. "When I realized it was too late, he controlled half the fleet, and he blamed humans to unite people through hate." Ethan clenched his fists. "So this war was your mistake?" he asked gently. She nodded. "Yes. I created this nightmare." Tears rolled down her face. "I killed millions without firing a weapon." Ethan moved closer. He held her hand. "Listen to me," he said. "You were tricked by someone you trusted. That doesn't make you evil. That makes you human." She looked at him. "But I'm not human," she said. He smiled. "In your heart, you are." She laughed softly, then became serious again.
"There is more," she said. He leaned in.
"Tell me." "Varric has the crown code," she said. "What is that?" he asked. "It is a secret command," she replied. "One signal. One word. And every defense system will obey him. Ships. Cities. Weapons.
All."
Ethan's eyes widened. "He can control everything?" "Yes," she replied. "And he plans to use it soon." "When?" he asked. "During the Unity broadcast," she replied. the biggest signal in the galaxy. Tomorrow. Ethan stood up. Tomorrow? That's insane. We have no time. I know, she replied. That's why I must return. You're still weak, he argued.
I don't care, she said.
If I don't stop him, there will be nothing left. He looked at her, then nodded. Okay, he said. We'll do it together. She smiled. Thank you. Suddenly, the screen beeped. Movement alert. Ethan checked it.
Drones.
Many. Surrounding the base.
They found us, he said.
Lyra closed her eyes. He never gives up, she whispered. Explosions shook the building.
Boom. Boom.
Walls cracked. Dust fell. Back door. Ethan shouted. He grabbed her. Helped her walk. They moved through dark halls. Through broken doors. Out into the night. A small ship waited.
Old.
Rusty. Human scout ship. I can fly, Ethan said. Barely. Do it, Lyra replied. They entered. Engine started. The ship lifted. Lasers followed. Pew. Pew. They escaped. Into clouds. Into stars. For a moment, peace returned. Lyra looked at space. It's beautiful, she whispered. Yes, Ethan replied. And it deserves better leaders. She turned to him. Ethan, if I fail. You won't, he said. But if I do, she continued, promise me, you will protect both our worlds. He looked into her eyes. I promise, he said. She smiled, then leaned back, resting. The ship moved toward the capital, toward danger, toward destiny, toward the final truth. And tomorrow, everything would change. The small scout ship moved silently through space. Stars passed like tiny lights. The engine hummed softly. Inside, everything was calm. Too calm. Ethan sat in the pilot seat. His hands rested on the controls. But his mind was racing. Tomorrow, the Unity broadcast. Varric's final move. If they failed, 2 worlds would burn. Behind him, Lyra rested on a narrow bed. Medical lights surrounded her. Her color was better. Not perfect, but stronger than before. Ethan looked back. Are you awake? He asked. Yes, she replied. I couldn't sleep. Me neither, he said. They shared a tired smile. After a moment, Lyra spoke. Ethan, why did you become a soldier? He thought. My father was one, he said. He died in a border war. When I was 12. I joined to understand him, to understand why he chose danger. She listened carefully. And now, she asked. Now I know, he replied. He wanted to protect people. Even strangers. She nodded. That is what you are doing now. He looked away. I'm not sure I'm strong enough. She sat up slowly. You crossed ruins. You faced armies. You saved a queen. You are stronger than you think. He met her eyes. Her words stayed in his heart. Suddenly, a warning light blinked. Enemy satellites, Ethan said. They're watching this area. We must go dark. He turned off main power. The ship drifted quietly, using only small thrusters. Minutes passed. No attack. They were safe.
For now.
After hours, a huge planet appeared.
Blue. Green. Bright.
Zorth Prime. The capital world. There, Lyra whispered. My home. Ethan stared. It's beautiful, he said. And dangerous, she replied. They flew toward a hidden landing zone. An old rebel base. Forgotten by most. But not by Lyra. The ship landed softly. Doors opened. Cold air rushed in. The base was underground, protected by stone. Inside, lights turned on. Figures appeared. Aliens in simple armor. Old soldiers. Resistance fighters. They stared in shock. The queen, one whispered. She lives. They kneeled. Lyra raised her hand. Stand, she said. I need you. Their leader stepped forward. A tall alien named Rin. We never stopped believing, he said. We are ready. Ethan felt surprised. You have an army? He asked quietly. A small one, Lyra replied, but loyal. Inside the base, maps covered the walls. Screens showed the capital, Varric's fortress, broadcast towers, defense lines. Rin pointed. The Unity broadcast starts in 12 hours, he said. From this tower.
He zoomed in.
A giant spire, surrounded by shields, guns, ships. No normal attack will work, Rin said. Lyra looked at Ethan. That's why we need you. Me, he asked. Yes, she replied. You think like a human. Varric thinks like a tyrant. We need something unexpected.
Ethan studied the map. Quietly. Carefully.
Then he saw it.
This tunnel, he said. Pointing.
Under the tower. Rin nodded. Old service tunnel. Collapsed. Not usable. Maybe, Ethan said. But humans used to repair these. There may be another entrance.
He zoomed deeper.
There, he said. A maintenance gate. Hidden. Unwatched. Rin's eyes widened. You're right, he said. It's not guarded. Lyra smiled. Then that is our path. Training began. No rest. No sleep. Only work. Ethan practiced with alien weapons. Laser rifles. Energy shields. Pulse grenades. He failed. Again.
And again.
But he learned. Lyra trained too. Meditation. Energy control. Connection with the heart. She grew stronger each hour. Sometimes they trained together. Sparring. Laughing.
Falling.
Getting up. You're getting better, Ethan said one day. So are you, she replied. At night they talked. About Earth. About Zoreth. About dreams. After this war, Ethan said once, I want to see oceans again. Lyra smiled. I want to rebuild cities. Without walls. The final night came. Alarms were silent. The base was ready. Everyone stood in line. Weapons clean. Armor on. Lyra walked forward. My friends, she said. Tomorrow we face fear. But we also face hope. Not for power. Not for revenge. But for peace. They raised their fists. For peace, they shouted. Ethan stood beside her. Nervous. But ready. Rin gave him special armor.
Light. Strong.
Adaptive. For our champion, Rin said. Ethan laughed. I'm no champion. You are to us, Rin replied. Before leaving, Lyra stopped him. She took his hand. If we don't return, she said. He squeezed her hand. We will, he replied. They moved out. Into darkness. Toward the tower.
Toward destiny.
Above them, Varric watched the city. Smiling. Everything is ready, he said. Tomorrow, I become emperor. He had no idea. A human soldier was coming. And history was about to change. The city of Zoreth Prime never slept. Lights covered every tower. Flying cars moved like stars. Screens floated in the sky. On every screen, one message appeared. Unity broadcast begins soon. Citizens stopped. They watched. They waited. They trusted. High above the city, on the tallest tower, Lord Varric stood. Black armor. Golden crown. Cold smile. Behind him, giant cameras floated. Technicians moved quickly. Guards stood in lines. Everything was perfect. Today, Varric said softly, I become history. Far below, in the dark tunnels, Ethan moved slowly, laser rifle in hand, heart beating fast. Behind him, Lyra.
Rin.
12 fighters. No one spoke. Only footsteps. They reached the maintenance gate.
Old.
Rusty.
Locked.
Ethan knelt. Opened his toolkit. 5 seconds.
Click.
Open. They slipped inside. Inside the tower, lights were bright. White halls. Clean floors. Security drones floated. 2 ahead, Rin whispered. Ethan threw a pulse grenade. Flash. The drones fell. Silent. They moved up. Stairs. Lifts. Service shafts. Closer. Closer. Suddenly. Alarm. Red lights. Sirens. They know, Rin said. Move. Lyra ordered. They ran. Guards appeared. Laser fire.
Boom.
Pew.
Pew.
One fighter fell. Another kept going. No stopping, Ethan shouted. They reached the main chamber. Huge. Glass walls. City below. Cameras everywhere. Varric stood in the center. Broadcast had started. Millions were watching. Lyra stepped forward. Varric, she shouted. His eyes widened. Then he laughed. My queen, he said. You survived longer than expected. Citizens gasped. Screen zoomed in. It's her. The real queen. Varric smiled calmly. Don't listen, he said. She is a traitor. She brought humans to destroy us. Lyra raised her voice. He lies. He started this war. He killed our people. He used fear. Varric clapped. Beautiful speech, he said. Too late. He pressed a button. The crown code activated. Ships in the sky turned red. Weapons charged. Ethan shouted. Lyra. The heart. She closed her eyes. Focused. Connected. Energy flowed. Blue light surrounded her. The crystal's power answered. Systems shook. Screens flickered. Varric screamed.
No.
Obey me. Ethan ran. Dodged fire.
Slid.
Reached Varric. They fought. Punch.
Kick. Crash.
Varric was strong. Enhanced. He threw Ethan into a wall. Human trash, Varric spat. Ethan stood. Bleeding. Smiling. Maybe, he said. But I don't quit. They fought again. Harder. Faster. Lyra struggled. Sweat on her face. Energy burning. Ethan, she cried. I can't hold it. Varric laughed. You are weak. He aimed his weapon at her. Ethan saw. Time slowed.
He ran. Jumped.
Stood in front of her. The shot fired. Boom. Pain exploded in his chest. He fell. Silence. Ethan. Lyra screamed. She rushed to him. Blood flowed. He smiled weakly. Guess. I blocked it, he whispered. Tears fell from her eyes. Don't leave me, she begged. Not now. He touched her hand. You changed me, he said. You showed me enemies can be friends. She closed her eyes. Anger. Love. Hope. All became one. The heart responded. A wave of light filled the tower.
Boom.
Systems shut down. Ships powered off. Weapons fell silent. Varric screamed. No. This is mine. Energy threw him back. He hit the glass wall. Crack. Crash. He fell into darkness.
Gone.
The broadcast continued. But now, it showed truth. Lyra holding Ethan. Crying. Speaking. My people, she said. This war was a lie. A lie made by one man. Humans are not our enemies. They saved me. They saved us. Screens across planets showed it. People cried. Soldiers dropped weapons. Peace began. Ethan opened his eyes. Barely. Barely. Did we win? He whispered. She laughed through tears. Yes, she said. We did. Months later, the palace was rebuilt. Gardens bloomed. Children laughed. Humans and aliens walked together. In the great hall, Lyra stood. Crown shining. Beside her, Ethan. Healed. Strong. Wearing a new badge. Royal Protector of Zorith. My people, Lyra said. Today we begin again. With trust. With courage. With unity. She looked at Ethan. A human saved my empire. And my heart. The crowd cheered. Ethan smiled. He was no longer just a soldier. He was a bridge between worlds. Between hearts. Between futures. And in the sky, two flags flew together. Earth. 5 years had passed. The war was now history. Books talked about it. Schools taught it. Songs were written. But Ethan never liked fame. He still woke up early. Still trained every day. Still walked alone in the palace gardens. One morning, soft blue light filled the sky. Two suns rose together. Lyra stood on the balcony, looking at the horizon. Ethan joined her. Thinking again, he asked. She smiled. Always, she replied. About the past. About the future. They stood quietly, watching flying ships move peacefully. No weapons. No fear. Only trade. Only travel. Do you miss Earth? Lyra asked. Sometimes, Ethan said. My mother. Oceans. Rain. Music. She nodded. Will you go back one day? He thought. Then shook his head. My home is where peace is needed. She looked at him, touched. Then Zorith is lucky, she said. Suddenly, Rin ran toward them, excited, breathing fast. Your Majesty, he said. We found something. What? Lyra asked. An old signal, Rin replied. From deep space. Human and alien codes mixed. Ethan frowned. That's strange, he said. They went to the control room. A hologram appeared. A broken ship. Floating. Sending weak signals. Survivors? Lyra asked. Maybe, Rin replied. Ethan smiled. Looks like another mission. Lyra looked at him. Together, she asked. Always, he replied. They boarded a new ship.
Stronger. Faster.
Better. As they flew into space, Lyra spoke softly. Do you ever regret helping me? Ethan laughed. Every day, he joked. Then smiled seriously. But I'd do it again. She held his hand. Stars filled the window. New worlds waited. New stories were ready. And somewhere, in deep space, a new mystery was calling them. Because heroes never retire. They just find new skies. Zorith. Side by side. Forever.